Day one of exploring Ninh Binh has begun. Right now, I am hiking up the 500 stairs to Hung Mua. Hung Mua is a pagoda on top of this giant mountain, and the stairs and stuff up to the top are modeled after the Great Wall of China. I was gonna try and walk and talk at the same time, but not a good idea. I decided to just chill here for a minute on the edge and catch my breath and give you guys a little info. So yeah, right now I am hiking up to Hung Mua, which is that little pagoda on top of the hill up there. So it should be a good hike up these 500 steps. A little tip on the way in, if you're ever coming here, I read online that there's people that try and charge you to park before you come through the gate where you can park for free. And when I got here, this guy was like, stop, 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 on my motorbike. And I was like, okay. And he's like, park here, park here. And I was like, is this the dude that's trying to make me pay? And then I was about to go again. He's like, stop, 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 park here. And then I just drove past him in past the gate where you can park for free and saw all the other motorbikes. So just a little tip, do your research before you go places. It always helps avoiding extra fees and just getting extra good little info that can help you out along your journey. So yeah, right now I probably have like 470 more steps to go. So this here is the first pagoda that I was standing at. Decided to come hike up to the higher one and get a nice view from up here. It's gorgeous. So out this way is the town or city of Ninh Binh. Ninh Binh is also like the name of the whole province. Right now I'm staying in a village that's outside of the city, so it's nice to just be out there relaxing away from the city. But yeah, this is a beautiful spot. You got a good view. What I showed you before also. Whoa! Over here is Love Valley. Yeah, the mountains and scenery here are just unreal. It's crazy coming across the flat plains, and then out of nowhere, when you get into Ninh Binh, it's just these huge mountains that appear like, and it's only like a small area right here of like little limestone cliffs like this. It's a really interesting geographical feature here in Vietnam. I think that's why the area is so well known and people like to come visit it, just because of how unique it is. Now that I explored and spent some time at the top of the hill, I'm going to head back to the homestay where I'm staying. The family who I'm staying with invited me to eat lunch with them today. So I have like half an hour-ish to get back to the homestay. I don't know if I'll make it exactly in that amount of time, but I don't know, it'll work out. Made it back just in time to eat some lunch with all my friends from the homestay.
Hi.
We have a delicious meal prepared with fish.
Banana flour salad.
Banana flour salad.
Yeah.
Soup and fresh
Broth.
vegetables.
Broth with pork.
Oh,
Yeah.
broth with pork soup
Yeah.
and vegetables.
And braised fish.
And braised fish for lunch.
Everything for the lunch we take from the garden. Banana flour from the garden, and the vegetable with the pork meat from the garden, and the fish, braised fish, take from the pond in front of the house.
Whenever I eat a bunch of rice, it always makes me a little bit sleepy for some reason. So after lunch, I took a nap. One thing I wanted to say was I thought it was super awesome that they pick the veggies out of their garden here for the meals. I think that's super cool. So where I'm staying at is called Hoalu Eco Homestay. It's been a pretty cool spot so far. They're all like super nice and helpful and friendly here. The family's great. I really enjoy staying here so far. So I'll give you a quick rundown of the place. They got like bamboo bungalows here and here that you can rent. This over here is like the restaurant slash kitchen area where you can order food from while you're staying here. And then back here is the dorms and a little relaxing area where you can hang out on the hammocks and stuff, which is pretty cool. And then back here they have motorbikes and bicycles that you can rent to tour the property. And then right here is the big garden that they have. And then right now I'm about to go climb this mountain right here to get a nice view of the sunset. Man, I've been looking for a good spot to clip my toenails. Whew! Much needed. That was a gorgeous sunset. Perfect end to the first full day here in Ninh Binh. But I did choose to climb this mountain when it was sunset, which means it's about to get dark. And when I say climb this mountain, I literally mean like rock climb some parts. Normally when I say I'm about to climb a mountain, I mean that I'm going to hike up it, like walk up a mountain. But this one I literally had to climb some parts. So I'm gonna head down before it gets all the way dark, just for some safety. But yeah, it was a beautiful sunset. And I just wanna say that if anyone is ever considering traveling solo, I would highly recommend to do it. You'll learn so much about yourself in a short period of time, and it's an experience that you'll have to take with you for the rest of your life. When you travel alone, it's just like you out there on the road, and you don't have anyone else to help you make decisions. You go out and it's like you're in this place where you have no idea where you are, and you have to figure everything out on your own. Not that normal everyday life is like that, but when you're traveling, you're completely somewhere new and unknown already. And it's just like throwing yourself into that unknown place by yourself and forcing yourself to figure out all these different situations that you get yourself in. And it's just a really empowering thing to do. I've come to love it quite a bit. So if you're ever considering traveling solo, I would highly recommend it. So yeah, now it's time to climb back down this mountain. The homestay where I'm staying at is right down there, tucked in between these hills. I've quite thoroughly enjoyed being out in these mountains away from the city for a while. It's been great. But yeah, now it's time to put the camera down and climb down this mountain. Just sat down to enjoy some dinner again. I thought an interesting thing I would talk about is that lately people have just been giving me whole chili peppers to eat with my food. So you just take a bite off the chili pepper instead of chopping it up and putting it in your food. It's a good way to eat it. I like it a lot because you get to decide how much of it you want in one bite, which is pretty cool. I've really loved all the spicy foods even more since I came to Southeast Asia, so it's been good. Yo, look at this praying mantis I just found. It's huge. Check that thing out, man.